Yeah, look, I think the bowling unit bowled very well this whole series. We learned tonight, obviously, bowling at night. There was a little bit more in it for the bowling unit, but I thought the guys used those conditions very well in the first two games. We saw some nice batting contributions throughout from guys who were very sort of early on in their international career. Even though Tristan's been around for a while, in ODI cricket he's still very young. In the second game in particular, played a very measured innings. We had some nice partnerships between Ryan Rickleton and Stubbo in game one. Again, two young guys very early on in their ODI career, getting in sort of tricky conditions, and the team under pressure and were able to bat their way out of it. So from a batting point of view, Jason Smith tonight, again, his second game coming in under pressure and being able to bat throughout was a highlight. So yes, a little bits of positive stuff to take home with us. Obviously, winning the series is also always positive. Would have loved to have finished the series off tonight with 3 wins, but unfortunately we just got behind the 8 ball from a batting point of view early, and then we struggled throughout. I think Jason played his role tonight. He's one of our all-rounders. Hasn't bowled a hell of a lot so far for the Dolphins, but tonight got to bowl a few overs. Did that reasonably well, and then obviously from a batting point of view, I just thought the maturity showed. Obviously he's a seasoned campaigner at domestic level, but it's still his only second game for South Africa really in 50 over cricket. So to see him come in under pressure and bat that way was really exciting, and so yeah, that's his role moving forward. I think there's a lot of time from now until then. We're missing a number of our sort of senior players in the 50 over format. We've got obviously Gerald and Marco coming back from their conditioning block, having already played a couple of domestic games, so 4 weeks left there. So yeah, a number of good key players that are still going to be available and coming back into the fray. And as I said, a bit of cricket to be played from now until then. But as I said, I think the bowling unit, in terms of Lazard, Lungi and Ortneil, I thought they bowled very, very well in this series. Yes, there was assistance, but the execution was really good, and something we've been talking a hell of a lot about as a bowling unit. So the 3 of them bowled very, very well, I felt, as sort of as a trio. And then from a batting point of view, the guys who got the runs are the guys who've staked the claim for, potentially some more opportunities. So yeah, we keep chipping away at our peripheral players. We having these opportunities is exactly what we're after. We need more of them. We want to keep giving a certain group of players some opportunity to grow their experience, but also just understand what their game looks like in different conditions. Tonight was very testing batting second. Jason would have learned a hell of a lot about his game, and then others who would have learned from him, but also from the experience. So we want to keep doing that, keep growing the base, and hopefully we'll start winning more and more games as they become more comfortable with international cricket. Yeah, I mean, everyone likes to win. We're all competitive. It's ultimately why we play the game. That's why they make a winner and a loser. So, but from the coaching space, try not to get too emotionally attached to the results. It's really about what progress we see in the players, what implementation we see based on the work that we do behind the scenes, the work that the players themselves are doing. And so focusing on making sure that we acknowledge those things. What have we got right? What are the learnings that we still need to do? What are the things that we still need to grow in our games and areas we need to improve? But of course, great to win a series is never a bad thing. But still expecting more from this group, expecting more from us as a Proteas team. We want to win games like this where we're under pressure, where the conditions are tough, and not only when the conditions are in our favour.